I'm going to give a little tour here of some of the hot spots. And sorry if the camera seems a little bit shaky, it's just a typical handheld digital camera. First, I'm going to head over to the blue barn, and this barn has been a location on numerous occasions that I have seen what appear to be biped-like entities going under the lattice, and you can see there that there is a gap in the wood, and you can also notice that just around, you can hear geese in the background too, that's the crazy neighbor. You can see around that it's a very heavily wooded area, lots of hiding places, just very thick brush. And now I'm going to head over to the other barn. Now this barn is the metal barn, you can see. I'm going to show you this other hole in the lattice, and this also has been an area on different times that I have seen what appear to be like biped things going into this hole and not coming out, and it's definitely not a squirrel, it's not a bird. I know the animals around here. I've spent a lot of time in the woods, and whatever these are, they are not just the typical yard animal. And it really is pretty bizarre, to say the least. And now I'm going to pan around. I'm going to walk a little ways, and where I'm going next is I'm just going to show you an example of how thick the woods are here, and just how easily, whether it be an animal or it is something else, just how easily anything could hide out here with very minimal effort. And if anybody was ever going to run into something like that, it would be in this terrain. Crossing over the driveway here, there's a squirrel. You can see just how thick this brush is. I mean, you really can't see very far. And I mean, that just gives you a reference when you think about the terrain around here. And now I'm going to head over to another location. This is a little bit farther down into the woods, and this location, there are holes in the ground that go pretty deep, and they're tunnel-like holes, and I've known about some of these holes for quite a while, but I'm just now starting to connect that with the possible activity that has been going on around the house and around here lately. Things being misplaced. I was even, it sounds funny, but I was in the shower and something actually was flushing the toilet and making the water hot, and that has been on more than one occasion. What you're looking at right now is a deep crater in the ground. This one is under a fallen tree, and it goes pretty far down. And this is not the only one. There are many craters in this forest that are about the same, and I haven't actually seen anything yet near these holes, but I just suspect that these would be conducive to some type of activity. And of course, as always, whenever something odd happens, I try to document it. It's usually by photo because I'm documenting it after the fact, after it happened. But my goal, of course, would be to get something on video. I don't think that's going to happen. But there are many other craters like this around, and some of them are just ahead, but that is pretty thick stuff, and it would be a lot of trouble to go walking through that right now. So I'm just showing you this as an example that you can imagine the other ones out here to be about the same as this. And I've actually thought about setting up a motion sensor camera at night out here, and to maybe gather some more evidence or something. But this just gives you a perspective of just what it's like out here, and some of the activity that's been happening. And as always, if anything interesting happens, I will try to document it. But that is all for now.